guys. So yeah, my last video I talked about how basically Google took down my account kind of. It was pretty much tied to my tablet. That was the only access I had to it. Well, Google responded actually pretty fast, surprisingly. Like a couple days after I made the video, I got a response, and so my account is back and running. So I can access my Google account from any of my devices, and everything is great. And I also briefly touched on in the video kind of like what this whole experience with almost losing my Google account kind of had for me. And I think it really surprisingly has inspired me to start making videos more frequently, because when I look back at my old videos, like that's history. That's like my history, you know, that I could have lost. And I've been making videos since 2007, so I was like 13 years old. And I think what happened to my channel, like I said in my last video, is I grew up and I'm just a different person kind of now. And it's hard to make videos that I don't really want to make. And so this channel isn't really about trying to get views or trying to make money, really. This isn't really like a career or job for me. It's more or less just something to archive my life, something to just kind of, you know, interact with you guys, and that's kind of like what I'm using it for now. And you're probably thinking also, like in the background here, why the hell do I have a mouse and a giant keyboard and mouse for this small little computer? I'm waiting for a monitor right now. My other monitor just broke, and so I'm waiting for a bigger monitor to put here, so then I can, yeah. So yeah, it kind of looks a little bit strange using this small little monitor for this, but yeah. And also my my DIY mouse pad, which is literally just paper folded with tape on it. It works awesome though, actually. Like, you know, mouse pad costs like 10 bucks. This costs like nothing. Like literally, I had packaging tape, paper, and create a mouse pad. You could even like draw stuff on it, but I didn't. I just got paper. Keep it original, you know, keep the classic paper. But yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, you know, I never delete any of my videos. If I want to take down a video, I'll just put it on private. There's a lot of videos in like the past that I'm like kind of embarrassed about, or like kind of don't like that I put up there. But you know, I just put it to private. If I want to take it down, I never delete anything. And I just like the idea of being able to have this archive of my life since I was like 13 years old, from like now into the future. Like when I'm like 50 years old, I will have like literally like decades of like video content of me when I was like younger till now, and like, you know, why stop that, you know? And yeah, like I used to get like mail from you guys. I used to get like letters all the time from you guys. And like you just like write to me, and it was just like a really engaging thing. And you know, I kind of hate the fact that it became toxic for me. And this is kind of me expanding on what I was talking about in the last video. You know, it became toxic for a while. You know, I had to do a lot of growing up. I had to do a lot of searching or soul searching for myself or something, to really to get to where I am today. And you know, it's hard to be able to handle, because YouTube for me, especially when I was younger, YouTube was my thing, you know? It was like my thing. It was like what I was good at. It was something that I could show people and be proud of. Be like, look at my channel, look how many views I get. And that became my everything, and that's when it became toxic, is when that was me. You know, I was no longer Eric the person, I was Eric the YouTuber, I was Eric the character. And that's when it became really toxic. I had to get away from that because it just wasn't healthy. And now I'm in a place where I feel like I can be myself, and I'm not as, you know, insecure and so concerned with what other people think of me, and what, you know, it's just like when you put your self-esteem and you put who you are into one thing like that, it can never be good because it's so unstable. Because popularity goes up and down. Like there's celebrities that were super popular, like the top celebrities, and then 10 years go by or 5 years go by, and then they become a nobody again. And that can be devastating for a lot of people because you put yourself up to a point and you get used to being there, and you never learn how to be humble and how to live just as yourself. You need this constant praise and this constant validation from other people to really be okay. And that's not healthy, and that's kind of why I got out of this for a while, because I was getting into that, where my whole self-value was coming from my videos, because that was what, since I was like a kid, that was what I had. That was what I could be proud about. That's what my family would, I had, without getting too personal, I've had an issue with some part of my family where I was kind of ignored and stuff a lot, and my videos was kind of a thing that I could show to kind of like show that I'm somebody or something, and I don't know, it was just toxic as hell. So now it's more about just getting out there and being myself and exposing my thoughts and exposing myself to other people and engaging and having an archive and just having fun with it. Because as you guys know, I'm in college now. I've kind of created this new path for me, and it's in IT. I'm going to college for like IT web development stuff, because I want to be able to work on or create innovations that I really feel passionate about, and that's like things like Uber and Airbnb and these type of technologies like change the game, and like governments and big companies hate them because it gives people freedom and it gives power to the people, because things like Uber can, like, the average person can make money outside of this controlled structure, and so many of the big companies and governments hate it because it's so uncontrollable and it's so free. And I love that type of technology. I love like digitizing things, or making banks like online banks, or anything that just frees people and cuts costs and makes it so that things are more efficient and simplified. And like I'm just so interested in that type of stuff to try to like help people and make things more efficient and make the world a better place. And stuff like that is what I'm interested in, is just helping people and making the world a better place. And when you try something for like 10 years, because it's 2017, I started in 2007, so it's been a decade. When you try something for 10 years and it doesn't hit, it doesn't like just fly off and become super popular, or make a living off of it, or you start making like money to be able to live off of, which has never happened. Like it got pretty popular, I would say, but nothing kind of flew off. Like you gotta either do something different, or you gotta like you have to cut off the dead wood, if you know what I mean. Like you have to cut off the dead wood. Like you have to just move on and focus on areas that you can expand, instead of constantly beating over the head the same thing over and over again. And I'm just not the same person. I hate making content that I don't want to make. And a lot of YouTubers end up getting into that place where they make content that they don't like making. And I don't want to be that. And it's crap. I hate it. It's such a crappy job to have, to constantly make videos and be fake. And so screw that. I just want to make videos to be able to archive my life, communicate with the community, have a good time, and just enjoy myself. And that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about things that I want to talk about. I have some interest in like tech and stuff. I have interest in politics, philosophy, psychology, anything. I have lots of different interests in different things. But yeah, I just want to give you an update on the whole Google situation, and kind of give you more understanding about all this, nervous, I guess. You know, I don't know. I'm not like the best at talking sometimes. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video now. It's about 10 minutes long, and so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave comments below. I'm gonna read all your comments, and let's start evolving this channel into something different, evolving into more of myself and more who I am, and really just engaging more and going forward. So yeah.